What's up, everybody? All right, mukbang. Mukbang says Crimson. What's up, guys? There's a piece of like deer meat with like jalapeno and like cheese in it. Really good. It's like deer sausage. It was like deer sausage and then like a piece of tortilla. That was not pizza. That was deer sausage. My friend, his dad, hunts deer a lot and makes like his own like sausage and stuff like that. And gave me like a fuckload of like sausage. So, been enjoying it. Had it with eggs earlier. Now I was like, you know what? I'm going to get a couple slices and eat some tortillas with it. I'm going to say hi to all you guys. Who's in here? We got Mugen, Ash Ketchum, Crimson, Skidmark, Snapcraft, Anthony Smith, Daniel Barry, Doctor's Office. Who else we got? Samuel, Level 1 Online, Stutter Dud, and Portal Player. How you guys doing? That was a delicious piece of deer. It was like spicy, just spicy enough to be tasty. Make sure you guys hit that like. Let's get these likes up. Let's get people up in here. What's up, Bloody Bones? Shout outs to everybody. We got 8 likes, 16 concurrent viewers. Let's get those likes up, guys. Smash it. Share the stream out. Let everybody know the place to be is with ABE29. All right. God, you hate animal hunters? It's almost pure evil. I disagree. If it's game, then it's fine in my book. Hunting deer, you only shoot the bucks. If there's too many deer in a populated area, it becomes an invasive species. What's up, Uzman? What's up, Anthony Smith? I'm all for deer hunting. I like the whole having the heads on display, the boars, stuff like that. Deer's a game. Turkey's a game. Fish is a game. There's nothing wrong with hunting game. I completely disagree, Portal. Completely disagree. Some species have to be game because it becomes invasive. But I'm not going to sit here and debate over animal hunting with you. This is a gaming hangout stream. All right? 100% in for hunting. You miss having your freezer stocked when you were growing up. You have to pay to hunt nowadays. Yeah. My buddy, he lives off of a lake, so there's a lot of fishing there. Then also not too far from there, you're able to go and you get your hunting license. And there's like ranches that have the animals and stuff. So we're going to hang out. We're going to talk a little bit. We're going to chill. I got some topics. I did make a docket. I made a docket. I have some talking points and some talking topics that I want to talk about. Gaming related, Palworld related. If you guys haven't seen my video from today, I made a video about, the fuck was it? Fuck was my video from today about? What's up, Fake Vania? It was about Star Fox. There was a rumor about a Star Fox game being in development right now. Again, it's just a rumor, but we're getting a lot of these Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch rumors picking up steam, especially because, you know, supposedly the console's coming out in the very near future. But we're getting a lot of steam going on when it comes to all these games. And me personally, Star Fox is my most favorite title outside of Zelda. So Legend of Zelda is number 1 for me. Hands down, Ocarina of Time changed my life. I remember playing that. You know, it was 8th grade. when that came out. And I remember the hype leading up to it with like all the gaming magazines and early internet. You remember like early internet, how awesome early internet was with gaming websites and wrestling websites and just reading rumors and stuff. And that game was just like surreal when that came out. It was like waiting up for it was amazing. Well, Star Fox supposedly is in development, and if you watch my video from today, which I'm going to link it in the chat right here, this that I just posted, if you look in the chat, 8BE, that's my link to today's video. If you guys haven't seen it yet, go check it out. Open it in a new tab, like it, comment it, do all that fucking shit. That needs to blow up because that video freaking bombed. All right, the 8BE Nation needs to show out. You need to be large and in charge. But in short end, the rumor is that this leaker, his name is Zippo, and he's hit or miss like most leakers are. You know, it's easy for anybody to come on the internet and be like, hey, here's this speculation or rumor. Anybody could go on Reddit. Anybody can go on 4chan, Twitter, and post a whole bunch of bullshit. And I guess it's a 50-50 chance that you're getting something right or not. And so with any leak, with any kind of information, just take it as a grain of salt because Nintendo hasn't even confirmed the Switch 2 yet. So it's easy to say, hey, a Star Fox is coming out in the next 12 months. That's basically what they did. But they also used evidence of like a trademark for Star Fox that just came out in like Brazil in December. There was a trademark filed in Brazil in December. And then there was also another one, Star Fox related, placed in November, I think, in the United States. I haven't looked into trademarks and all that. I don't even know how to look up trademarks. But his thing is that he's basing it off of that. And then also there's been rumors that they're going to be doing something and stuff like that. So me, on one hand, guys, I personally would be excited and welcome a brand new Star Fox. The rumors that this is not going to be a reboot. It's going to be a sequel. So to be continuing the story. And I don't know. I played Star Fox Zero. I talked about this in today's video. I played Star Fox Zero. I enjoyed the way that the game looked and everything like that. But the main thing that I did not fucking like was having to use the Wii U gamepad as a second screen experience. It was so fucking frustrating. I'm one of those guys where I can't use like my eyeballs, my hands, and like everything like all at once. Like I don't want to feel like I'm fucking multitasking when I play a video game. I want to have a controller and looking at a TV and pushing like an A button and a B button and, you know, up, down, left, and right. Like with the Wii U gamepad in that game, it's like you had to like utilize it way too much. It was fucking frustrating for me. It was terrible. So I hope at very least, just to hold us over, that we get Star Fox Zero ported over to the Nintendo Switch, and then maybe we'll get Star Fox, a new one happening, whatever. I think the last proper Star Fox that we technically got, there was that game that came out, Starlink. You guys remember Starlink? It was like the little toys, and it was with Ubisoft. And they had like an expansion for the Nintendo Wii U that was like Star Fox related. Was it the Wii U or was it the Switch? I think it was the Wii U, right? No, Starlink came out on the Switch, I believe. I'm so fucking confused. And then on top of that, the only other Star Fox release that we technically got was Star Fox 2 coming out on the Super Nintendo Mini. So we kind of had any Star Fox love outside of Super Smash Brothers, which Falco and Star Fox, that's like all the attention they've been getting is off of Smash Brothers. So I jumped on the chance to talk about this rumor and this leak and all this because it's exciting to me. The fact that something that I really care about. So in my order is Legend of Zelda, Star Fox, Super Mario, and Punch-Out. That's like my top 4. I don't know what my number 5 is, but if there's a brand new Star Fox, I would take that any fucking day. Because I didn't even like Starlink really either. I played it very briefly. Didn't care for Starlink, even with the Star Fox collaboration and stuff. So I want a brand new Star Fox. So that's what the video I made about was about, talking about that. And I just kind of like rehashed it. But again, if you guys haven't seen it, the link is right there down below. Just posted it, so feel free to go and check it. Boost that up. Let's gas that video up, guys. Share it. Hit that like button on it. Comment. And yeah, so let me see what your thoughts are in the comments. All right, so let me see. We got Star Fox would be nice. It's been a long time. What's up, Eric? Let's see who's in here. Who would I miss? Zombie Warrior, Nick and Golden Eddie. Shout outs. Zombie ask, finish reading your book. Are you going to write a second autobiography? We will wait and see on that. I just came out with it not even 6 months ago. Do I like Rich? Which Rich are we talking about, Anthony Smith? There's, I know a handful of Riches. I know OK Chief, his name is Rich, and I know Review Tech, his name is Rich. You wonder how a new Star Fox with modern graphics would look. I would love it. There was a game that came out not too long ago on like Xbox and PlayStation that reminded me a lot of Star Fox. Chorus, I think the name of it was Chorus. You were the same with the Wii U. Yeah, it was a mess playing Star Fox Zero. Do I like RGT85? Yeah, he's all right. He's my friend, I guess. Starlink is also that company Elon Musk owns. You know what? What if Elon Musk sues Ubisoft? Or what if Ubisoft sues Elon Musk over Starlink? You would love new Castlevania stuff. So I don't know if you guys are aware, I played a new, I guess, Castlevania clone the other day on the channel called the Transylvania Adventure of Simon Quest. It's being developed by Retroware and Programmancer. It's an 8-bit Castlevania-like type of game that's like an homage to Simon's Quest. Check it out on the channel. It's coming out in 2025. What's up, Powerwolf? Star Fox would be welcome. What's up, Gamer Games? What's up, Yilstrom's Lair? Michael McNally, thank you. Calling me a beautiful bearded man. Thank you so much. You gassed me up pretty good. New Street Fighter. Oh, Star Fox. See, when I see SF, Nick and Golden Eddie, I think Star Fox. Real quick, let's talk abbreviations. Like, you know how some people put MK for Mario Kart and SF for Star Fox? To me, SF will always be Street Fighter, and MK will always be Mortal Kombat. I always get so confused when people are like, hey, have you played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, MK8 Deluxe? And I'm like, wait, Mortal Kombat 8 Deluxe? Like to me, when I see MK, I think Mortal Kombat. That's me. I think Mortal Kombat. When I see SF, I think Street Fighter. Just me. I don't know. Did I see Elon was streaming Diablo 4? Yeah, every once in a while Elon Musk streams Diablo. It's been a minute since I played that game, to be honest. I got it, I think season 1 of it, played it a little bit, and then I just kind of like never went back to it. I wanted to like get into the game. It was my first Diablo. I remember when I was younger, I had a friend that had Diablo on his PC, and he was always about that life on it, and I was just kind of like, wasn't too good about it. But, I had a little bit of fun of it on, I was playing it on Xbox. MK is always Mortal Kombat. You like my bearded. Thank you, Anthony. You agree with me? What's up, Rufus the Red? How's it going? Nick and Golden Eddie says that's funny. So shout outs to everybody here tonight. We got a lot of channel members in the house. We got Rufus the Red, Nick and Golden Eddie. We got Powerwolf. I saw Level 1 Online here earlier. Mugen. I also saw a couple other guys up in this house, Samuel. So shout outs to the channel members, guys. If you're not a channel member, smash that join button. Join today. We got exclusive channel member streams coming, exclusive channel member content like vlogs, other things of that nature. We're going to be doing a lot of cool stuff for the channel members. Doctor's office in the house as well. This t-shirt is awesome. I think I got this as a Christmas gift, and I think it's a GameStop shirt. It's like an X-Wing, what is it, schematic? Is that what it is? An X-Wing schematic. What's up, Knucklehead? You played Diablo 3 and beat it 3 times. Didn't play Diablo 2 on PC. You played Diablo 2 as a demo disc. Demo disc were the shit. Demo disc were the shit back in the day. Remember PlayStation Magazine, PSX Magazine, and it had like demo disc? Or Pizza Hut also had PlayStation demo disc back in the day. No, Pizza Hut. Yeah, Pizza Hut. Imagine if you're as rich as Elon, you're still playing. Oh, I would definitely still be playing video games. I'm playing video games for the rest of my life, guys. Rest of my life. No matter how old I am, how broke I am, I'll be a broke ass motherfucker playing video games to this day. Hashtag video games in the chat, guys. Hashtag video games. Can I get it in the chat? Smash the like, by the way. We got 18 likes. We got 13 concurrent viewers up in this house. No excuse to not have 30. Let's do it. I'm going to peer pressure each and every single one of you guys watching this. I'm peer pressuring you. You guys could do this for some fucking alcoholic like Shady J. I say that out of love. You can do it for me. All right? Playing Midnight Suns. Nice, Eric. I played that a little bit. Someone gifted you your membership. You don't have the cash to support people, sadly. Although that might change now. Oh, okay. No worries. Yeah, we had a bunch of gifted subscriber memberships last night. I think their name was GDS. They gifted a lot of memberships, so super thanks to them. Hopefully you guys consider rolling over your memberships after this one happens, like at the end of the month. Just roll it over and stuff like that. More the merrier. What's up, Ryan? Burger King, King's Games. I need sneaking. I don't have sneaking. What's up, MoFlo? All right, so seems like we're at a good place to start this docket. Talked about the Star Fox game. Appreciated it. So I have like 7 things I want to talk about. I don't know what order I want to go in. So I guess the one that I guess we could just get the trending topic out of the way right now, which is Palworld. How many of you guys have played Palworld? Push 1 in the chat if you have played Palworld yet. Have you even heard of Palworld? It's literally trending worldwide as we speak. Palworld everywhere. It's Pokemon with guns, essentially, with base building, resource crafting, all that good stuff. It's like Ark with Pokemon and Dragon Quest monsters and stuff like that. Palworld, you probably haven't been able to go anywhere on any video game website within the last 2-3 days without hearing about Palworld. It's on Xbox in early access. I think it's like a game preview beta. Excuse me for hiccuping. And then also it's on PC right now. But it's practically catching fever right now, Palworld. So I made a video the other day talking about how right now they're going through allegations of using AI, and that people are also saying that they are copying Pokemon with some of the character designs. There's a lot of stuff, but yeah, it's the hottest game in the world right now. There's over 4 million installs on PC at this moment, and the other day there was over 1 million concurrent people playing it. But they also broke some records the other day. They broke an impressive Steam record for concurrent player milestones, beating out some of the greatest video games of all time within the last couple years that blew up records. So Elden Ring and Cyberpunk, which are like 2 of the biggest games to break Steam records previously held. So it's been achieving significant success out of nowhere. This is literally a game that came out of nowhere. It's not made by a major development studio. It's made by a small studio called Pocket Pair that have literally only worked like on a couple other games, and it is wild. So it was not at all anticipated as a standout title for 2024, and it came right out the gate. January is fucking lit. If you think about it, Xbox came away with a huge W, getting some kind of small, low-budget, low indie title game on Game Pass. It's a Game Pass exclusive at this moment. Xbox took a chance putting it on there, and now it's like a huge exclusive, and I'm sure it'll eventually go to PlayStation. Sony would be stupid not to try to get it on there, or Nintendo. But yeah, it's quickly become a global sensation that is like at top of the charts. I think the only thing that it hasn't beat is PUBG. I think PUBG still holds a record from like 2018 on Steam when it was a paid game. It's free to play now, but I think PUBG still holds a record. But yeah, it's basically, yeah, like 4 million copies sold within just 3 days, which was reported by Pocket Pair on Twitter. And yeah, it's been called Pokemon with Guns if you guys haven't seen it. And it's blending monster catching with base building, survival stuff. It allows players to capture what are called pals. It's like the pocket monsters, the Pokemon in it, to gather materials, enhance your base. It's basically a game that I would definitely play and check out. I'm plan on streaming it soon. I enjoy these hangout and talking type of streams I've been doing. But yeah, it's basically currently past Elden Ring and Cyberpunk, and according to the Steam database, it reached a total of over 1,291,967 players, which surpassed Cyberpunk's record of 1,054,388 and Elden Ring's 953,426. So in just one day, it also surpassed Baldur's Gate 3 and Hogwarts Legacy, becoming a formidable force on Steam in the gaming world. These stats that I'm looking at are like 2 days old, so it's probably increased immensely since then, because this game is gaining so much traction. It's fucking ridiculous. And it's like, somebody said it best the other day. They said if nobody's going to make a good, if Nintendo and Game Freak aren't going to make a good Pokemon game, somebody else will. And this is a definition of it, and it's been wild, right? It's been a remarkable feat for Pocket Pair. And there's been like server issues on the launch day. There's been an overwhelming demand. And you got to remember, this was unexpected. So they were not prepared for this. I bet the developers making this game just thought it would be like some kind of like little throwaway thing like that. But there's been a lot of criticism from Pokemon fans saying that a lot of the designs that are used in the game are just like borrowed from the Nintendo franchise. If you look at some of the pals, I keep saying Pokemon, but it's the pals in the game. There's similarities to like certain characters. Like on the thumbnail I used, there was one that looks like an Electabuzz. It's like a big yellow character that looks like Electabuzz. There's pals in Pokemon that are like, I guess there's designs that look exactly like the same as other ones. And I don't know. The rumor is they're using AI. I guess when you use AI, sometimes, I guess the computer or the software might use, sources for reference and inspiration. So that will be happening. But there's honestly no real solid evidence that they're using AI at this time. But it's amazing how long this game has lasted, because there's been people obviously making comments about, oh, Nintendo's gonna take this game down, Nintendo's gonna not let this last. But the CEO of Pocket Pair, which I don't know what their name is at this time, it's a Japanese, I'm sure I have it written down somewhere, said they're not worried about Nintendo coming after the game, that they feel confident enough that they've made enough arrangements and changes to it. So this game has been wild. I mean, if you think about it, maybe this is what Nintendo needed. They needed somebody to kick them in the butt and make something like this to get their attention so they won't drop the ball like they did with Scarlet and Violet. I know a lot of people have had a little bit of letdown from the Pokemon games as of late. So definitely interesting to see how well it's doing at this time. Was it a missed opportunity by Nintendo to let Palworld slip through the cracks or anything like that? I don't know. Now, this game, I think it's different enough. It has enough of elements from other genres to combine it to make it feel like something different. Honestly, the only thing that I really feel that's close to being Pokemon related is the fact that you capture cute little creatures. Because it has like a mishmash of everything. So, interesting to see that it's gaining this much traction. I know there's been a few of my friends that don't like it at all. Like, they're literally shitting on it. Like, as we speak, like, oh, this ain't a good game. I don't know why everybody's hoopla over it and stuff. But I think people like what's fresh, to be completely honest. Stuff that's refreshing and fresh and tries new things. And I felt, they did just enough with all the different types of things in it that I'm like, all right, I could check it out. So I've personally played like 2 hours, 3 hours of it. I've been meaning to go back to it. Just haven't had a chance to. And I'm excited to see just how big the game is and how massive. And you got to remember, it's not completed. It's not completed. It's still a game preview right now. It's still in beta. So who knows, now that there's millions of people playing it and installing it and money coming into the studio, just what they could do with with the fan base that the game has now. Like it'd be like having a small studio or a small restaurant and suddenly just being like, oh shit, there's hundreds of people here, but we only had a menu of 4 items. Now it's shit or get off the pot with Palworld. They gotta fucking make something now because they got a fan base that's fucking really huge. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this, guys. What's up, Southeast Game Exchange? How's it going, dude? Palworld Pokemon. Will I get Alone in Dark on Xbox? Maybe. Sorry, chat. I was in my little my little lecture. I'm also using these clips later. I'm repurposing them into edited content and stuff. So I'm so sorry if you guys felt I was not reading the chat. I'm making it a point to come back and talk. You'll be in 80s and still playing NES? Yes, sir. What's up, Jody B? Gamer Games has not heard of Palworld. So some of you guys haven't heard of Palworld. It is the hottest game. It got really repetitive after a while. You think Nintendo will sue? Well, I'm going to talk about my next thing that I'm going to talk about is a legal action that's been taken by Nintendo, which would be interesting to talk about. Am I going to do anything when I get 1 million subs? Yes, of course I would. But I realistically, I would be happy if I just got 100,000 subscribers, because I'm at least almost 15,000 subscribers away from that. I've been kind of like floating here. I'll gain 10, lose 10, gain 20, lose 25. I've been like flip-flopping in the same area for a while. Realistically, my goal is just to hit that 100K. Realistically, there's like I'm never gonna be a huge million subscriber guy, and that's not the goal. Honestly, I just coming on here and hanging out with you guys and having fun. Even though we only have 22 likes, which I want 30 at least, is enough for me. Eric says he's not too crazy about clones. Zombie says Pokeguns. What's up, TG Sponge? Shout outs. What's up, Dan Z? Megavania fan. What is up, dude? It's definitely a new crack game. What's up, Derek? Which chode from Game Chasers? Eating a banana now? Don't worry, not making eye contact. You have to eat the banana sideways or else it's G-A-Y. Pokemon's just mad they didn't listen to fans that said we need guns. Wasn't there a fan Pokemon game made like a year or two ago where they had guns as like a FPS Doom clone? Oh, they definitely have to use the money to make the game better. If not, then that's, they have a fan base that they have to cater to now. What's up, David? I've been doing pretty good. We should all pitch in for an 8BE game, and we can make millions if it takes off. There technically is an 8BE game. John Riggs made it. It's a hack of a game on the Nintendo. I had the cartridge here somewhere. I don't know where it went. He has them. He can make them and sell them. One way to get subs views is become an Xbox content creator. Not for me. Every time I make an Xbox video, it gets nothing. It doesn't even hit 1,000 views. I made a video about some Xbox rumors the other day for the Xbox Developer Direct, and it totally failed. It didn't even get 800 views. It's like my audience don't give a shit about anything that's not Nintendo or retro games. Embrace everything. Embrace all the games, guys. Embrace all nerd culture. Talk about everything. All right? Let's have fun with it. What's up, BR? How's it going? Who do I got winning the Royal Rumble? I don't know off the top of my head. I don't look at stuff like a fan. It's really hard for me to sit here and be like, oh, I think this guy is going to win it. Like, I don't know. The storyline probably has Cody winning it, but I think we might get a swerve. I'm Am I getting the new Star Wars Dark Forces on Nintendo? Isn't that the one that's like uh didn't they make like a collection? Like a re-release with like a whole bunch of them on it? So I think since that's coming out on PlayStation and Xbox as well, Ryan, I'm gonna get it on those. I prefer to play games if they're multi-platform on a console that will run the game better than what the Switch does. Just my thoughts. Plus, there's achievements, stuff like that. So, if Nintendo had achievements, I would consider. But if it's multi-platform, I would rather put it on Xbox or PlayStation instead of playing it on the Switch. What's up, Anthony Jordan? Good to see you here again. So, yeah, hit that like, guys. Hit the like. Hit the like. Hit the like. Hit the like. Hit that like. Hit that like. How do you say it in Spanish? Something, something like. Anyways, what's up, Starboy? Motherfucker Starboy. What's up, man? So my next docket, this is another thing with Palworld, actually, because you guys are saying, do I think Nintendo will take legal action? Well, I don't know if you guys are aware, this is also trending. There was literally a mod for Palworld that was a Pokemon mod that turned the game into Pokemon, where instead of the PAL creatures, they were literal real Pokemon like Pikachu and all them running around, and it turned the player into Ash Ketchum. So this was a fan mod for PC, which was actually really cool, and it was trending. Well, Nintendo, obviously, you're playing with fire when you go that far. Nintendo took down that mod. Boom, like that. It was the first Palworld mod that was Pokemon related, created for Palworld. And again, it was pretty cool. The creator was an Australian YouTuber by the name of Toasted Shoes, which is a funny username, a lot cooler than 8-Bit Eric. Sometimes I wish I went back and made, like, I don't know, a random creator name like, I don't know, Cotton Wipes. I don't fucking know. Either way, this creator made it on January 22nd. It didn't even last a day. So people do think Palworld's a little bit of a parody of Pokemon. I don't get that vibe with it. I get it. That's kind of like its own thing, but I guess there's things like that. I guess putting pocket monsters, little creatures, is kind of like a parody since you're putting them like in a survival game, which is like a completely different genre, and you're throwing guns on them. I guess that's something to laugh about. But Toasted Shoes, who was this YouTuber, developed this mod. It was like a prototype mod. I wish I would have gotten to play it because it looks pretty sweet if you look at like gameplay footage of it and screenshots. It replaced all of it. All of the pals, the main character with Pokemon characters, Ash Ketchum, and all the Pokemon. But again, Nintendo, anytime they see anything that's like a mod or fan-made games, they respond hard. You don't want to ever fuck with Nintendo attorneys, guys. Ever. Never, ever, ever fuck with them. He had a teaser out. It was DMCA striked. So he had videos up, and everybody else that had videos up showcasing this mod got DMCA striked, which was removal of the content from like Twitter, Twitch, all the outlets that it was on. There's no videos of it, and with the videos that are getting uploaded, Nintendo is striking them down with the DMCA, which, if you guys don't know, that's a copyright. So Toasted Shoes proceeded to showcase the mod in a 16-minute teaser trailer, like a video, and basically he was risking this. So it got taken down from Twitter. He posted it on YouTube and was risking it because he wanted to show off this mod, and it got met with good praise. Like, a lot of people are like, holy crap, this is awesome. You're taking a bold stance against Nintendo. In the middle of this whole Palworld versus Pokemon controversy is going, like, literally the internet is going into like factions, whether you're pro Pokemon or pro Palworld. There's like a whole fucking thing going on because Pokemon fans are saying you're copying it and blah blah blah, and it's just a mess. But he posted it, and then after all that, Toasted Shoes made an announcement on Twitter saying that his Pokemon mod won't be released, at least for the time being, because Nintendo is there. So he's deciding to tread lightly, so to speak, due to the swift action that they did on Twitter. And I don't blame him, because Nintendo just put a motherfucker in jail not too long ago. You guys remember that whole thing with like that pirate company that was like selling like emulators or some shit, and the guy's name was Bowser? They put that motherfucker in jail, and then like he's having to pay money to Nintendo the rest of his fucking life. So imagine what they might do to this guy who made a Pokemon mod. Me personally, I think mods on games in general, not just Palworld, but I think PC mods are fucking awesome. There's like some really cool GTA 5 mods out there that have you do like all sorts of crazy shit in the video games, and then also with like Skyrim to this day. I think PC mods, like all that community, the modding community, is so awesome. As long as it doesn't like do anything like to break like the economy of like a game with like transactions and things like that, I'm all for having something, making a game more visually appealing or fun, or creating like some kind of like creative thing with it. But you know how Nintendo is. They are very protective of their IP. I mean, I probably could draw a fucking a link on the back of this receipt, and Nintendo would sue me. I don't know. But yeah, Palworld itself, the video game itself, like the actual official video game, has not encountered legal issues as of right now. Only the mod that was Pokemon related. So Nintendo hasn't gone after Palworld officially, but they are aware of it, obviously, after taking down the mods. I think I saw something today saying that Nintendo's keeping a close eye on it, but that they basically have no comment as far as the Palworld thing going on. Now, there is a former chief legal officer of the Pokemon Company that labeled Palworld as a ripoff nonsense, and that he's surprised the game has gone as far as it has, and that no legal action has been pursued yet. So it's to be determined. I'm just like, I don't know. This feels like deja vu to me. Like, I really feel like this happened already, and we're rewatching some weird movie happening again, right? Like, I don't know. It's again, every once in a while we see these Pokemon stuff and things like that come out, and Mario fan games and stuff like that. But yeah, right now, as if it is, a mod has been taken down, but not an official copy of the game. So, what do you guys think about that? I'm gonna go back and read the chat, guys. So yeah, I'm talking. My little lectures. I'm refurbishing them to make videos for like tomorrow and the day after and stuff like that, like a backlog. You guys are asking great questions, but yeah, Portal, I remember you were saying that last night. I responded to it. Who knows? Nothing's been confirmed. Nothing has been confirmed. Have I checked out the trailer for the movie Civil War being released? No, I have not. You'll double dip if you think the Switch version will be worth something later. I don't know. What's up, Cheetah Man? How you doing? Nintendo Ninjas. Doot doot doot. Boo doo doo doot. Doot 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 doot. Boo doo doo doot. Cotton wipes. I said cotton wipes because I have these right here. I have flushable wipes. Don't ask. Do not ask why I have flushable wipes right here at my desk. Since so many people just stay at home now, you wonder how that game... I don't know where you live, Portal Player, but there's a lot of motherfuckers I know that are out. Then again, I'm in Texas. We're not scared of shit. I think you're in California, so no comment on that. I know a lot of people around here don't stay home. I know a few people. I was out in Austin on Saturday night at a bachelor party, and I was in a party of 5, and 2 of the guys I was with were playing Pokemon Go in downtown Austin, because a lot of those bars and pubs and restaurants that are on 6th Street, downtown Austin, are Pokestops. So they were playing for sure. Have I been playing Palworld on console PC? Just Game Pass. I don't PC game as much. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate watching the Xbox. Original Doom, whenever I had it, staying power to the mod. Yeah, mods are good. Mods are like a necessary community from the side of things. Have a good night, Gamer Games. You can leave me on a window. You don't have to close the stream. You can leave me on your PC open, guys, while you do some extra work. What's up, Thug Life? Is it so I can have clean twerks? No. I like having my twerks as is. What's better, Super Mario 2 or 3? You say 3's better? I don't know. They're so different with each other. I've always kind of had like a small fondness for 2. 3's at least, the big classic, right? Everybody loved 3. 2's always kind of like a bastard black sheep for the longest time. But I've grown to like Super Mario 2 as the years go on. I've grown to like it. I've grown to really appreciate it. It was the first Mario game I ever beat. Mario World. Mario World was first, then Mario 2 was second. Because I beat Mario 2 on Super Mario All-Stars. I didn't beat Mario Brothers 3 until many years later, because I could never get past the World 8 stages. The World 8 stages, especially like in the bigger area where like it's dark and then like the hands could grab you and pull you into those areas. Took me many years to beat Super Mario 3. I could get to World 8, no problem, flat. And I would just screw up and die. Playing Sea of Stars, I've only briefly played a little bit of that. Don't forget about, what? Mario Golf? What about Mario Golf? Toadstool Tour. Delicious water. Hashtag no Pat. And I do have another Palworld topic. We're going to get palled out here, pal. Pal. We're going to palled out here. Because there's something else I want to talk about. We'll take a palate cleanser on the Palworld stuff for a moment. We're at 29 likes. If you haven't hit that like button, guys, smash it, please. I'm asking kindly. Por favor. Also, if you haven't shared the stream out, consider doing that. If everybody shares it to one friend, we get 46 people in here. 56. What's 28 times 2? 56. Right? My math's bad. I was never good in math. Ever. Ever. Mario Golf was a good game back in the day. Man, it's always been a good game. Toadstool Tour is my favorite one. The one on Switch was all right. What was it called? Mario Golf. Fuck was it? What's the Switch one called? Thought that one was all right. Mario Paint should get a revamp. I think that's what they intended with Mario Maker, kind of, because there was like some tools and references to Mario Paint. But I would love a new Mario Paint. I would definitely love a new Mario Paint. Get like better features and stuff on it, better animation and things like that. There's definitely a lot of Mario Paint references on Mario Maker, though. Definitely a lot. Who wants it? Shout outs, everybody here. What's the best convention for buying classic games? Um, hmm. Good question. It just depends. Um, well, for one, where you're located at, and for two, what you're looking for. They all have good amount of games. I actually prefer getting games at conventions now because the vendors will work with you. They'll cut deals. They'll uh, do stuff like that. It depends where you're at. Oh, Southeast Game Exchange. Shout outs to Southeast Game Exchange in the chat. Depends where you're at. Southeast Game Exchange is a really good one. They've actually grown humongously in years, and they don't have any scumbag vendors. You're in Kentucky, I would go to Southeast Game Exchange. They're in South Carolina, Greenville, right? Greenville, South Carolina. Definitely would go there. They've grown immensely. They had a fuckload of vendors. Nobody's fucking scumbags there. I've been to conventions where there's literal like scumbags. Like I'm not naming the convention, but I remember I went to one, and the owner of the table, the vendor, had games that were in bad condition and sun faded and marked on and all this crap. And I remember I told the dude, I was like, hey, would you discount this game since the label's bad? And he goes, the game still works. It's still the game inside of it. It's just the case that's a mess. I'm like, dude, if you were buying a car, right, that was rusted, it wouldn't cost the same as a car that's like brand new with like a brand new paint job, right? So as soon as that guy said that, I fucking just like was like, all right, cool, I'm not buying shit from you. Not naming which convention that was at. But my favorites, Southeast Game Exchange, the Retropaloozas, definitely both of those because they're more grounded. They're more focused on the games itself. You don't get like all the hoopla and craziness that like a MagFest has or a PRG has or anything like that. You know, and the more grounded something is with vendors and like swap meet stuff, that's the best stuff for the games. There's other cons that have like bells and whistles, which is good. It's fine if there's bells and whistles and stuff and like cool concerts and after parties at the event and big tournaments and all this crap. That's all cool. That's all, extra stuff. But when you have a good floor, a good vendor floor, that's what people are mostly going for is to shop. And in my opinion, if stuff is priced right and the vendors are workable and they work with you, that's what makes a convention good. So sounded like Jay, that's a bad thing or a good thing. But yeah, Southeast Game Exchange guys in the chat, shout outs to them. I've ever been to a comic book convention. I've been to Comic Cons, but there's not anything that's like just solo comic books, if that makes sense. Like, usually like a Comic Con consists of like vendors that sell toys, comics, and then you'll have like artists, voice actors, depending on how big it is too. But I've never seen one that's just like purely comics. I'm not really into comics either. So I don't know if there's anything. I know I've seen like sports memorabilia shows, stuff like that. Yeah, no problem, Southeast Game Exchange. You guys should check them out. Check out their website, southeastgameexchange.com. Dragon Con. It's the most fun. I've never heard of Dragon Con. Have you guys been to SawCon? Anybody ever gone to SawCon? Or you could sock on these nuts. Oh. All right, got y'all with that one. Got y'all with that one. Uh Somebody got me with that one time, so I wanted to do that one with y'all. Somebody got me on that one really good one time. Sock on these nuts. Yeah, somebody got me real good. Yeah, well they said Saw Con, like Saw, like the movie. And I remember I was streaming and they were like, "Hey, have you been to Saw Con?" And I was like, "Saw Con? No, I don't think I've ever been to Saw Con." And then they were like, "Sock on these nuts." And I was all like, I no sold it, but I wanted a break so bad. I just said, "Oh, okay, cool." And I was just playing the game. I didn't even like laugh, but I wanted to break. But I did not want them to get me. As long as you don't break character, as long as you don't laugh and just break, they don't got you. Even if you fall for the punchline, if you do not break character, they do not win. They don't get the point. Got him. How you doing, TG Sponge? So we got one more Palworld story to discuss, and then I have something about Metroid Prime 4. And then I have something about a Nintendo Direct leak that I wanted to talk about that I saw. And then I also have a story about Starfield that I hadn't seen anybody talk about. And I wanted to discuss it because it kind of ties into something in regards to like physical media going away and how what Best Buy did with like their music and movies and stuff like that. So there's a couple of things I wanted to touch on. I just kind of want to vibe out with you guys. Are we liking this? We having fun? We vibing out today? Was it me who told you that joke? It was not. Am I live? I just had my screen do something weird. I think I'm live. Yeah, we're live. My power went out like twice today, and I have no idea why. So if the stream ends abruptly, then that means the power went out. If the stream ends abruptly. Star Fox for 3DS is fun and well made. Yeah, they did remake Star Fox on 3DS. So, yeah, we're going to touch on that a little bit, Portal Player. We're going to touch on that because technically they're not selling it for 3 cents. We're going to talk about it. So let's go ahead and talk about this last thing with Palworld. So touching on Palworld, we talked about how it's been doing great, how there's a big controversy going on, that there's fans that are divisive, that fans are saying they copied and that they're using AI and that they're stealing and all this crap. Now, according to a new report that I saw, the developers of Palworld, so these people that are making this game, are apparently and reportedly facing death threats at this time. Gaming is getting serious, guys. Cyberpunk, CD Projekt Red, they were facing death threats because they kept delaying Cyberpunk. Now Palworld is facing death threats because the perceived similarities between the game's creatures, again, like I mentioned, people think that there's too many similarities in the designs of the pals and the Pokemon. Now, yeah, it has all the success coming on, so it's going to anger people. People are going to be like, oh, these motherfuckers are stealing and pirating from Nintendo and Game Freak's hard work, making all these creatures and stuff, and they're profiting and getting all this success and selling millions of copies on PC and early access, and it's available on Game Pass. And yes, the success happened way too fast, and with that comes criticism and a lot of haters. But Again, like I said, this company was not prepared for the game to do this good with some of the issues that they've encountered, like the server issues, multiplayer connectivity problems. But that, in my opinion, and you guys could hate on a game company for making something that's similar. You guys can have your opinion about Palworld. There's Pokemon fans out there, obviously, that are not happy with this, but going to the extent of taking your dissatisfaction to an extreme level of directing death threats towards Palworld developers, that's next level fucking, like, no offense if you're mentally challenged or whatever, that's next level keyboard warrior, like Chris Chan autist type of shit. I'm just being honest on this. And that's why the internet is a fucking weird, crazy place, because anonymity, I can never say that word, makes people way too fucking comfortable with issuing shit over fucking things like video games and movies and TVs. Nobody that's a developer working hard on something should ever face a death threat. Now, the Pocket Pair, which is a development company, the CEO, his name is Takuro Mizobi. I probably pronounced his name wrong, but I suck at Japanese names. They addressed the situation on Twitter. They posted a tweet, and they highlighted the fact that the game designs, they addressed the game designs that are being accused of allegedly being copyright. They said that there's a whole bunch of multiple individuals that are supervising the game designs, and that he personally takes responsibility for the production. So he's defending the character designs, and he urged people to stop harassing the developers. I personally haven't gone and looked for it online. I haven't seen anything like extreme levels. But if a CEO is coming out and saying that people are receiving death threats and stuff, and he's making it up, that wouldn't be a good look. The internet's crazy, so I would say there's at least some death threats out there. So, again, this whole controversy, the main controversy is arising from the fact that there's a lot of accusations that Palworld has copied Pokemon designs for its creatures. I mean, how many fucking fictional creatures, like, original designs can you think of at this moment, right? You make a turtle. Like, what color are you supposed to have it? What features is a turtle supposed to have? You know, there's only so many goddamn fucking fictional turtles and fictional rats and fucking characters and creatures that you can make at this point and make them still look like creatures, right? I don't remember if when Digimon came out, if it got this much fucking flack and accusations of copying Pokemon, but Palworld is definitely getting a lot of accusations thrown their way. There's a lot of posts on Twitter, if you look for it, where people are showing images where they're circling with red arrows and red circles, showing like little fucking like symbols or like designs or scales and feathers and crap that look similar to other Pokemon, and it's pretty fucking wild, right? There is some striking similarities, I'm not gonna lie. Some of it is pretty sus, but plagiarism is a serious issue. And again, I stand by that if the plagiarism was strong enough, Nintendo would definitely have taken this down already. There's no way that Nintendo would let the game last and go into beta and surpass millions of installs and have millions of people concurrently playing the game at this time if there was more plagiarism that was like legitimately like in there, right? There's enough to get by, I guess. I don't know. But these accusations of plagiarism are going pretty extreme to the point where death threats are being made. And I personally don't think that's cool at all. I think, obviously, if there is substantial evidence that's found, Nintendo's legal team will take it. I mean, think of all the stuff that you've seen Nintendo shut down. They're like just as bad as Walt Disney, like where Walt Disney shut a daycare down that had like Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse painted on their wall. I think Pokemon Company would definitely reach out and take legal action. So I think the best thing to do, and I'm sure there's probably people watching this eventually if they come back and watch this, if you are upset at Palworld, let the Pokemon Company and Nintendo handle it. Don't get in trouble by issuing death threats online to game developers, because if they do find out who you are, if they do track your location, if the police or some kind of authorities find out, you can face serious legal repercussions just for issuing a death threat out there. So it is unfortunate that the developers for Pocket Pair and Palworld and all that have faced this hostility 100%. It's unfortunate because you think about people that's just their livelihood. That's their job. They didn't do anything wrong. There's going to be updates, obviously, like we touched on, because the game has sold so many copies. There's going to be technical advancements. Issues are going to be fixed. New content's coming out. So it's going to become a more engaging experience for people playing the game. Now they have to. Again, they got millions of people playing. They have to satisfy these people, or else they're going to drop all their momentum. Maybe we'll see new character designs. Maybe they'll switch things up at this point. But again, death threats is not cool at all. So this is going to be interesting to see what goes on with that. Do a barrel roll. Star Fox 64 is pretty legit. Hard work and the Pokemon Company are parallel lines. Yeah, a lot of people say Pokemon Company's been kind of lazy. South Park game had Chin Pokemon. The Chin Pokemon episode was great. Chris Chan would probably pepper spray another GameStop employee. Chris Chan's fucking wild. What's up, NES Wizard? Back in the day, we were either into Pokemon or into Magic the Gathering. Good artist borrow, great artist steal. That's a good quote. It's funny when Chris Chan changed the Sonic games at GameStop to Sonic Chew. Don't know why any Pokemon fan would be mad at Palworld. It's just I completely agree with that. I feel that this is going to force Game Freak to make a better Pokemon game. People should be excited about that. If anything, competition's good on anything, whether it's restaurants, sports, video games, movies, TV, comic books, you name it. Competition is needed to force people to become better, to make things. And I think they dropped the ball for sure on Scarlet and Violet. And also, you know what? Arceus Legend, Pokemon Legends Arceus wasn't that fucking great either, in my opinion. I feel that they've been playing it way too safe with Pokemon, obviously because they make money no matter what. But, yeah, somebody once said the other day that in my chat, if Nintendo's not going to make a Pokemon game, somebody else will. So 100% agree on that, Southeast Game Exchange. Nachos, man, says Steven. What? People would stun Pokemon card players? Dude, shun. I thought you said stun, like Stone Cold Stunners. I remember this kid used to take his Pokemon cards to school when I was like in 8th grade, and everybody would just like steal them from him. I didn't take them. I didn't get into Pokemon cards until like 2 years ago when, you know, it was all the rage during the pandemic and all that. I stopped. I had to settle down because I was spending way too much money on fucking trading cards. I have a lot of sealed products still, though. A lot of sealed product. Oh, shit. I just dropped a whole bunch of boxes underneath my thing. I'm on the fence whether I should leave this sealed product sealed and just do that, or risk it, open it, and see if I have like a good pool or something. I think it's better at this point to just leave stuff sealed. That's Pokemon. And then when I'm like 80, I'll go to Cancun with it. You're a Gen 1 Pokemon fan and you love Palworld. That's good. They deserve it. I'm still mad I bought the last Pokemon. What's up, CDN Shuffle? An homage. I love that word, homage. 37 likes in the house, y'all. 37 motherfucking likes. Now, I promise that is all pals. That's all the pal that I have for today. Now, we do have some other topics that I wanted to touch on. Generation 1 Pokemon is the best. You stop watching after Generation 2. So, Pokemon, I remember when it first came out, it was always on in the morning before school. Ain't nobody have time to watch that shit. I remember I had to catch the bus. I hated riding the motherfucking bus, by the way, because like it would pick us up like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours earlier before the bell. And I remember like my bus used to get me at 5:30 a.m. for high school, and the first bell was at 7:15. But yeah, I remember I would be trying to like scarf my breakfast down. Pokemon would be on, and then I would have to fucking scarf it and run the fuck out to catch the bus. I would wait because my bus would come in the neighborhood, go around the cul-de-sac, and then on the way out, I would jump out of my like into the sidewalk and be like, "Hey, come get me, come get me." Pokemon was right after school. I remember it was on in the day, like in the morning. Like it came on like at 8 a.m. or 7 a.m. when it first came on, and I was in middle school. I don't remember it being after school until I was like in high school. But like when it first came out, I remember when Power Rangers first came out, it was in the morning too before school. Pokemon, Power Rangers, that was all in the morning for breakfast. Because I remember one time when I was sick, I got to watch Power Rangers like fully. And then eventually they put it after school like at 5 or 4:30, whatever. But when it initially came out, it was in the daytime. Pal. Every time I hear the word pal, I think of Vince McMahon. He's like, "Oh, well, goddamn, pal." So how's everybody feeling tonight? What are we doing? What are we up to? We'll take a little breather on that segment for a minute. We'll gather our bearings. We'll talk. How's everybody feeling tonight? We good? We kicking it? We chilling? We vibing? Who's still with me? Playing Palworld? Nice. Knucklehead wants to know, can we get a poll going in the chat? Which is the better game, Sonic 2 or Sonic 3? Okay, we could do that. That's interesting. I've never had a poll request for the stream. I guess we could do that. Hang on one second. How do we fucking do that? Okay, there we go. I'm making a poll. You guys can vote. Random but interesting. I'd like to know. Sonic Boom. I wonder which game Chris Chan likes out of those two. Oh, shit. What the fuck is going on here? Oh, there's your alert. That came all hella late. There we go. We got a poll. Feel free to vote, guys.
Knucklehead86 donated $4.99 through Super Chat.
So Southeast Game Exchange is playing Palworld. You bought the Star Wars Heritage Pack for Switch. Is that the one that has like Knights of the Old Republic and stuff? NES Wizards working. Derek says, I'm kind of with you. Fig Vania says, games and listening. Bloody Bone says, here. Like the older Pokemon games, you got hooked after you got a DS. I need to be on board with Yes Billy. Drinking coffee, then COD. Coffee and COD. Sonic 3 with Sonic and Knuckles are the best. Dude, you love Chris Chan. Oh, I love Chris Chan. I did not, Hugo. I did not. Because, quite frankly, I'm busy. Plus, it's New Hampshire. But no, I didn't get to check anything. Sonic 3 has Knuckles. Nice. So, I remember when Sonic and, Sonic and Knuckles came out. I thought it was so cool that you could, like, put the games in and play it and all that. Thought it was so fucking legit. What's y'all's favorite Sonic game besides between this poll, Sonic 2 and Sonic and oh, Sonic 2 is winning by 10%, y'all. We'll check back on this poll in a little bit. Right now it's Sonic 2 at 55%, Sonic 3 at 45. Chris Chan is like a train wreck for sure. We officially hit 40 likes. Give yourselves a round of applesauce. Okay, now I wanted to talk about this Walmart Starfield story that's been going on. I don't know if you guys have heard. Sonic Mania, says Derek. Sonic Mania. So, I don't know if you guys have heard, but Walmart is reportedly going to throw out copies of Starfield. Now, I know some of you guys hearing this might be like, oh, that's great, because that means Starfield sucked. Oh, it was a trash game. There's more to this story than what people might be aware of. So, Walmart looks like they're going the way of Best Buy really soon here. If you aren't aware, Best Buy is slowly starting to get away from physical media. They just started doing it just recently with like movies and music and stuff. And I think gaming is on their way as well. And it's alarming because, you know, I'm with you guys where we like our physical media. You see all my old fucking video games over here and shit. I like my physical media. Yeah, it takes up space. Yeah, it's, you know, a lot of money to spend. But physical media, I think, is a must when it comes to like preservation of stuff and things like that. Well, Walmart is supposedly, reportedly, seemingly set to start to discard physical copies of games eventually, starting with Starfield. Actually, I think yesterday, Monday the 22nd, was when this was set to begin. Now, this is because the growing popularity of digital media. Whether we like it or not, there's way more casuals out there that do not give a shit about owning physical stuff. I have so many friends that will buy digital movies only, movies anywhere. They prefer that. They prefer to stream. They prefer to have iPhone music and all that. Physical sales have been declining also, unfortunately. I think literally just us collectors are the only ones keeping alive, especially for major retailers like Best Buy, who basically stepped back from it, like I just mentioned. Now, reports from last year have been suggesting that Walmart might stop selling physical Xbox games, and recent evidence has supported this. There's memos that have been shared by Walmart employees on social media that have instructions on how to dispose of Starfield. So according to this memo, Walmart was going to reduce the price of copies of Starfield from the retail price of $69.99 to 3 cents. So they started it January 22nd. Now, don't get excited. You might be like, oh, I could go and buy a copy of a video game for 3 cents. I'm going to go and buy 50 of these Starfield games for 3 cents. Nope. Good luck with that, because Walmart not only reduced the price to 3 cents, they also put a point of sale block in effect, which prevents anybody from actually purchasing this game. So that's kind of strange, right? Although there might be a lucky handful of people here or there that might manage to acquire the game for nothing, the plan is to basically get rid of these copies, to collect them, dispose them by February 5th. Why Starfield? I don't know. Why is that the game that's singled out by itself? I know there might be people speculating that it's because the game bombed and all this and that, but no, it's kind of weird. I don't know. I looked up this news report that was on Game Rant, and it just basically said there was a memo starting with that game that they're lowering it down to 3 cents. They're doing a point of sale block, and they're disposing them, trying to get rid of them by February 5th. Now, I don't know. This is coming from Wario64. I don't know if you guys follow Wario64 on Twitter. They post a lot of these like breaking news of like sales of games going on discounts and stuff like that. They're like Cheap Ass Gamer. If you guys follow Cheap Ass Gamer, they confirmed that this is an authentic memo, even though people are suggesting that this memo could be faked. That's not likely. Wario64 confirmed from another source that these memos suggesting that Walmart's going to be getting rid of copies of Starfield is authentic. So I don't know. To me, there's a bigger picture here that we might not be seeing. I think it's because they're clearing room for physical media. We're going to probably start seeing this a lot more. It is interesting that they decided to do it with Starfield first. Look into that, if you will. Maybe, I'm sure there's going to be people suggesting that it's because it was a failure and all that. But you got to remember, this move is not going to affect the future of Starfield at all. The majority of players that have this game, they did like the digital upgrade through Game Pass. Like me, I don't own it physically. I'm on Game Pass. It's on Steam as well. And, you know, despite Walmart discarding physical copies, Bethesda has already gone on to say that they're going to significantly support this game still for 2024. I think there's a major update that's in beta testing right now on PC. They're anticipating the first DLC that's coming up. There's going to be an expansion. I think it's called like Shattered Space or something like that. There's no details about this expansion, but they had it. That was part of like the deluxe upgrade. You get like the expansion that was part of it and stuff. So they've never at once said, hey, we're no longer supporting the game. So I don't think that these copies being thrown away is a Bethesda thing. I think these copies being removed is a Walmart thing. And it's evident like how Best Buy got rid of stuff. I think it's a Walmart call. So I don't know. I think Bethesda will be planning to reveal more stuff in the future in regards to future plans with Starfield. But whenever you see like physical media going away in any form or fashion, regardless of what it is, it's kind of sad. At this point, it's bittersweet when you see like Best Buy getting rid of stuff and, you know, music sections at Walmart get a lot fucking smaller. It's kind of weird because Walmart used to have like a fuckload of CDs, and now they actually have cool vinyls. Like vinyls came back temporarily. Like there's a cool vinyl section. Like you're able to go and buy, you know, most movie soundtracks on vinyl now at Walmart still, and they sell like a record player and stuff. But game preservation is something that's been getting like more and more of a call to action as of late. And you just saw the other day with Ubisoft, the CEO of, I think it was the director of marketing or somebody, director of subscriptions. His last name was Tremblay. They said gamers should get more comfortable not owning their games. And you think about how everything's pointing to digital age this, digital age that. Like I literally have some of you guys in my chat. I know one of them is Derek211122. I think that's his username. Derek, if you're in here, shout outs. He refuses to do anything that's like a paid online service like Game Pass or Switch Online or anything like that, Netflix. For me, I refused to do streaming on anything like Netflix or Game Pass or anything like that, but then eventually I started to grow into it, slowly but surely. And then even with games, I find myself buying digital copies of like Hogwarts Legacy and Call of Duty and all that. I've learned to accept it, especially this day and age. When you buy like a physical game, you have to update it anyway. You put the CD in, you have to download a fucking update and a patch and all this crap. At this point, the CD, you know, is only in there for you to access the game anyway. And it's just a mess because more and more games are relying on servers, and like eventually those servers go down, and it just makes game preservation just much more difficult. So right now, in my opinion, it's looking like Starfield is the beginning of Walmart eventually shifting away from physical media entirely. I'm calling it right now. I don't know if there's some kind of like weird thing like that, but I do think this is more of a Walmart thing, in my opinion. So what do you guys think? Do you think this is a Starfield failing thing, or it's a Walmart being fucking like Best Buy thing? time to go dumpster diving and throw up again. Well, there was more. There was like food and trash, like other trash in that dumpster. That's why I puked. Like the original Sonic nostalgia. Heel versus Babyface gave a very one-sided slant. I'm at Walmart Starfield thing. Love physical media. You're old school. Your kids prefer digital. Yeah, I have like my young nieces prefer digital. You bought stuff at GameStop when they discounted it like that when you worked there. Destiny ditched physical too. Interesting. You got 5 excuses. The whole digital thing, nothing to own or sell, kind of is scary for the future, especially when they take down. Agreed, especially when games rely on servers. Playing Division, man, I haven't played Division in a while. I was all about the first Division game, honestly. I was hardcore into that. What's up, Toxic Cat? Yeah, it's gonna be in Netflix in the United States too. Raw. You have Mass Effect Legendary Edition, both digital and still physical sealed. You're back. Realize you're missing OBS stream again, huh? OBS stream. Oh, Rob's. I'm sorry. Ubisoft is off their rocker. Who cares about Rob's stream? You come to my stream. Just kidding. Last of Us 2 Remastered still needs the disc to play. Well, yeah, if you do the upgrade on PlayStation, the $10 upgrade. You want to hit dumpsters? You want a Starfield physical copy? Well, I know at like GameStop when they throw shit out, they fucking slice it. Like they've sliced like posters. They've sliced like the covers. Like they slice all the shit. Like I've literally seen like in dumpsters when they throw shit away, they slice like the artwork and shit. If it was Starfield failing, Bethesda would be scaling back support. I agree. I think we're all screwed. I'm sure Amazon will fill the void. Such a classic alpha mega sin. If you buy digital, what do you use as your YouTube background? Oh, you're right. You're talking about like how the shelf. Well, some people, you know, they still have all that. They make like designs. They do lights, stuff like that. You don't necessarily need your games. Like this is the first time I've showed my games behind me in like 2 years. If you go back and look at my content, I didn't have any of that showing for like the last 2 years just about. Just because I was tired of that being used. Oh, these YouTubers just think they're so cool because they got these shelves behind them with all the stuff that they just have, you know, to brag and flex. And it's like, shut the fuck up. Anybody can have what the fuck they want behind them. You used to work for GameStop, your fees to do that. GameStop caught on with the dumpster divers. Good night, Bloody Bones. Appreciate you coming. Shout out to all my channel members, by the way. Appreciate y'all. We're at 44 fucking likes. Nice. Nice. Use a green screen. Yeah, using green screen a lot. Fucking pain in the ass because you had to have everything lit properly and all that. Physical's always better. They hired sensitivity writers to make Gone with the Wind more modern day. Yeah, well, there's all sorts of movies like Adventures in Babysitting. I'm gonna move this down just a hair. Adventures in Babysitting got fucking edited on Disney Plus. So right now in the poll, we have Sonic 2 winning with 68% of the vote. Sonic 3 at 32. I want to know if anybody in this chat is still in here that voted for Sonic 3. Push 1 if you voted for Sonic 3 as the best one. I want to see who's Team Sonic 3. Local Walmart is closing down in February. They got some good DVDs for $5 to $7 in the bin. Oh, definitely take full advantage of that. Good night, Mugen. Good night. Sonic 3 was tainted by Michael Jackson. What do you mean tainted? We don't do Michael Jackson hate here. There's nothing that's tainted by Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson won a fair, not just one, 2 court cases. Right? No, the first one might have been settled, but he was found innocent in the court case that was in the 2000s. So he's innocent. No tainting. We don't do Michael Jackson slander here. Michael's my most favorite artist of all time. Kind of sucks too with GameStop not giving a discount anymore for pro members. See, my pro membership just ran out in December. They always had the $5 coupon every month. But they had, I think, like a percentage off of pre-owned. They don't do the percentage anymore off of pre-owned. Michael Jackson is a legend. I completely agree. So yeah, my pro membership expired a couple weeks ago. Actually right before Christmas, my GameStop membership expired, and I chose not to renew it. I honestly, I haven't gone to GameStop that much in recent times. I've been going to Walmart across the street to get my games. What's up, VJC? Favorite Michael Jackson song of all time? I would probably say, damn, that's a tough one. I can't even think. There's so many like underrated hits, man. Speed Demon, Librarian Girl. Just Librarian Girl is like way definitely that. Speed Demon's great. I think that's an underrated hit on Bad album is Speed Demon. Another Part of Me. Jam on Dangerous. You wonder if they'll do physical next gen? I don't think they will, unfortunately. Kev says piracy all the way. I agree. Dirty Diana is a great one. Great. Okay, so we're going to go to the next topic. Give me 1 second. All right. So, let's see. We got 1, 2. Oh, we got 3. We got 3 more topics. Which one do I want to talk about now? Which one do I want to talk? Okay, so I wanted to talk about this Metroid Prime rumor that I saw. Supposedly there's an interesting update going on. Now, there is a gaming enthusiast online that, for the most part, has been right about a lot of stuff that they've researched and looked upon and stuff. But supposedly they found some clues suggesting that Metroid Prime 4 is close to being finished. Now, I heard a rumor not long ago that basically they just need to make some cutscenes and the game is done. I was asking a couple months ago, Nintendo. It's not like you never made a fucking game before. You know how to make cutscenes? What the hell's the big deal? So I know we've all been waiting for Metroid Prime 4. I'm not that big of a Metroid fan, but I know since I saw it get announced back in 2017, it's been like, what the hell's taking them so long? Like, why is Nintendo taking such a big deal and time to get this fucking game out, right? The last proper game in the Metroid Prime series that y'all had was Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. I think that came out, '07? And then after that was like Metroid Other M, which I only played like an hour of that and never fucking picked it up again. Fans have been wanting Metroid Prime 4, and it seems like instead of that, now Nintendo is going the way of trying to just remaster all the other Primes like as slow as they can until they get those all out, because it's not coming over. And I think Bandai Namco was originally making Metroid Prime 4, and if you don't remember, Nintendo wasn't happy with the work that they did, so in 2019 they scrapped it all. We had 2 years of development, maybe even 3 if they were working on it before they originally announced it. Scrapped it all, and they started over with the help of Kensuke Tanabe, I think that's how you pronounce his name, who worked on the original Metroid Prime games in Retro Studios, which they should have just had Retro Studios work on it from the beginning. They're the team that was responsible for the first 3 Metroid Prime games. And then after that, it's just been kind of like this weird limbo that we've had where every once in a while Nintendo says, yes, it's still in development. Update coming soon. We get nothing, right? Things are fucking quiet. A few little reports here or there. Every once in a while we'll see Retro Studios hiring people for certain positions that were like, oh my God, they're hiring to work on this game, blah, blah, blah. And then there's rumors that the game's coming out here or there. We've heard all sorts of speculation. Every Nintendo Direct, we're like, hey, where's the Metroid Prime shit? At this point, I would be impressed if they got it out before the Switch 2 came out. It's probably going to be a cross-generational title. Let's be honest. It'll probably be on both consoles, the Switch and then the Switch 2, which I like to call it the Super Nintendo Switch. Anyways, this enthusiast is a YouTuber named Super Metal Dave 64. Shout outs to them, by the way. They talk a lot about, they're a Nintendo YouTuber, right? They talk about a lot of Nintendo games. They recently made a video about Metroid Prime 4, so if you've seen it, I'm sure you did. It kind of trended. They found some interesting clues that suggest that the game might almost be done. First, there's this whole incident where around 10 months ago, Nintendo supposedly tested some early versions of Metroid Prime 4 to make sure that there weren't any problems. And this info, the reason why Super Metal Dave found it is that there was a resume from somebody named Edwin Atwell, who is a game tester, right? They updated their resume to say that they play tested an early version of Metroid Prime 4. So that's interesting right there in its own right. Digging up resumes and stuff, that's hardcore. Super Metal Dave must really want Metroid Prime 4 to come out. And then they also say that Retro Studios was hiring more people with different kinds of experience to help with this game between 2021 and 2022. I've seen this in the past where people make these videos talking about studios like Rockstar and Retro Studios and Platinum Games and all them. They're constantly hiring people. I don't know if that's because they need more hands on deck or if they just have like a revolving door of people all the time. But interesting enough, when you see a smaller studio, I guess like I say smaller studio, think in retrospect, pun intended, Retro Studio is still kind of like a smaller studio. I think they're in Texas, to be honest. I think they might be in Austin. I should just try to go and have like a Retro Studios badge and knock on the door and act like I know what I'm doing there and walk in and find a computer and see if I can take some screenshots, right? I'm just joking. Retro Studios, don't come after me. So, yeah, on top of that, there's this other thing where Retro Studios joined forces with Next Gen Dreams 3D. It's a studio that's really good at making trailers for video games. So the speculation here is that if they're teaming up with a studio that makes trailers, that a trailer is being worked on as we speak, which is a sign that it's being close to finished. They work with many developers. They made a trailer for a game called Judas. We're not talking about the Chris Jericho song. Judas in my mind, right? So Retro Studios' name used to be on their website, on Next Gen Dreams 3D's website as a partner, but then they took it down. So what does that mean? Was it leaked accidentally by them on their website? I don't know. So yeah, these are all just speculative details, though, that if you watch Super Metal Days video, which I wanted to kind of talk about that because I made a video about Metroid Prime 4 not too long ago asking what the hell is taking so long. So these little examples that were pointed out in his video that I'm talking about don't necessarily guarantee that we're going to be seeing a Metroid Prime 4 soon, but it's showing that progress is happening, albeit it's quiet, albeit Nintendo hasn't really come out and said anything, but it's probably getting close to being finished, right? People that make trailers, play testers, it's signs pointing to yes, right? It's been in the works for fucking over 5 years. And, I heard that rumor not too long ago that we talked about where people are saying the only thing that needs to be done with it is cutscenes. I'm like, what the fuck is taking Nintendo so long? Like, no offense if you're a Metroid fan. It's just a fucking Metroid game, dude. It's not like you're making the next Elder Scrolls or the next huge fucking humongous fucking open world game that has all sorts of like crazy assets and stuff. It's a Metroid Prime game. Like, you've made 3 of them in the past, Nintendo. Why? It's almost like they're scared to put it out, right? It's almost like Nintendo's terrified that they saw it, they got rid of it, and they're just taking their sweet time, hoping that eventually they could just quietly cancel it, which I know that would piss a lot of people off. It's almost like they're terrified for it. Now, we did get Metroid Dread in 2021. God damn, that's already come out fucking 3 years ago almost. I think that came out at the tail end of 2021, right? 3 years just about. I think this next fall will be 3. Metroid Dread came out to tide people over. I personally liked Metroid Dread. It reminded me a lot of Super Metroid and some of the older games. I like that. Metroid Prime, I really only played the first game and then just a little bit of the second one. It was all right. I didn't really like the 3D aspect, to be completely honest. To me, Metroid side-scrolling 2D. And then, of course, we got Metroid Prime Remastered last year sent our way. And then now rumors are coming that they're going to be remastering the second Metroid Prime. So maybe they're just going to slowly but surely drip feed the rest of the Metroid Prime games until this new one comes out. Who knows how far along they are for Metroid Prime 4. But Super Metal Dave 64 has a track record of being right some of the times with his little detective skills. I don't know. I think in a perfect world, we don't have much longer to wait. But what do you guys think, to be completely honest, with Metroid Prime 4? Are we getting it anytime soon? I think we're not getting it until the Switch 2 comes out, if I'm going to be completely honest. Rufus still has to play the Wii remaster of Prime. You don't like first-person shooters. You bought it one day, guaranteed, because of physical media. Should watch all 3 films. Recommend the first. What are you talking about? Cop and a Half was a good movie. Haven't gotten to playing much of the Prime games. Haven't seen blah, blah, blah. Metroid just never worked. Yeah, Metroid in the first person was kind of like... It was cool initially. Like, I remember there was some pretty good hype with Metroid Prime, the first one when that came out. And I got that game. I played that one all the way through. And again, I'm not the biggest Metroid fan. I'll be completely honest with that. I'm not the world's biggest Metroid fan, but I can respect it, to be honest. But it didn't hurt my feelings any when they delayed Metroid Prime 4. And that pissed a lot of people off because I made a video about that. Delicious, high quality H2O, guys. Cheers. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Okay, how's everybody feeling tonight? Knucklehead says cheers. Did you hear about the W Netflix? Yes, VJC, that trended all day. Yes, I heard about it. Should be interesting to see. It's not going to happen until next year, so we'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. Switch 2 rumor for this year. You think it's Nintendo? Well, yeah. We've been discussing that for quite some time. September supposedly is going to be the date. You like Echo the Dolphin better, which was Sega's answer to Super. That's a good example. And of course, Ed, the developer, the creator of Echo the Dolphin, I hung out with him twice at Southeast Game Exchange. He's a pretty cool guy. He was telling me stories of when he was developing Echo the Dolphin and how his daughter was scared of the game, so he made Echo Jr. just for her. Free Willy. Not a fan of Prime like 2D games. Echo the Dolphin's awesome. You'd like to see a new Doom game trailer? Devil May Cry 6. So I've heard, speaking of Devil May Cry, I've heard the mobile game that just came out is pretty good. I haven't gotten to play it, but I've heard some good things about it. I've heard some good things about it. I haven't gotten to check it out or play it. It's been a while since I've actually played a mobile game of any sorts. But I've heard good things about the Devil May Cry mobile game. I'm not the biggest Devil May Cry fan, but I could respect the series, and there's some cool elements to it and stuff. And I think the chick in 5 that's like in the van is fucking hot. You're hoping Switch 2 isn't over $400? Shit. We'll see what happens with that. Checking. Don't Make Cry 5 had a disappointing ending. No spoilers. Didn't finish it. I don't even want to read opinion on the ending. No spoilers. All right, so we got another topic, and this actually deals with my favorite video game series of all time. There was a small story that came out the other day, and I think it was part of an interview. Ubisoft has expressed interest in creating a spin-off Zelda game. And I wanted to touch on this because Zelda is my favorite video game series. And Zelda's kind of been, obviously, one of those most protected IPs. They've just recently started allowing other people to use Zelda in some of their games. Like, there was that indie game, Crypt of the Necro Dancer. They made a Hyrule game based off of that. I forgot what it was called, Harmony of Hyrule or something. It's like a rhythm-based Zelda indie game that they came out with, and that was actually really cool. And then there's been other games in the past that Nintendo's let other people work, like Minish Cap was Capcom and all that. But Nintendo's been really protective over Zelda throughout the years. And Ubisoft, particularly the people who developed this new Prince of Persia game, I don't know if you guys have saw Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. It's the newest one that came out. I streamed it a couple times on the channel, and I made a video about it. It's getting high praise. It had really high scores, like 9s, 9.5s, 10s, like near perfect all the way around. It has been a banger. It's been a hit. And I personally wasn't expecting that. I'm not the biggest Prince of Persia fan, but playing it and seeing it and experiencing it, I could see where it's done really well. And then there was also other games that Ubisoft had recently that, like Immortals Phoenix Rising, for example. That was probably one of the most examples of a game being a Zelda clone. That all you had to do was just change the color and of the clothes that the character was wearing and their hair color and everything and turn it into Link, and it would be a Zelda game. It was like almost like 110% like a Breath of the Wild clone, which in my opinion was nothing wrong with it. I thought Immortals Phoenix Rising was a great fucking game. I thought it was awesome. I had a lot of fun playing it. I had a lot of supporting expansions and DLC after it. But Ubisoft has wanted to make a spin-off Zelda game based on the adventure of Link, which is Zelda 2. Ubisoft senior developer, and their name is Remy Botin, mentioned this during an Ask Me Anything on Reddit. So this is like a Q&A that was being performed on Reddit. And this was after their success of the Prince of Persia game. And he basically just came out and said it. Like, we would like to work on a spin-off Zelda game. And you've seen, like, the recent reports. I'd made a video about this not too long ago, where Nintendo is supposedly working with major studios right now on working on games that feature Nintendo IP. So if Nintendo's more open at this time to working with other studios on their games, this ain't the realm out of the realm of possibility, especially when Ubisoft has actually collabed with Nintendo in recent times. Mario and Rabbids, you guys remember that game? I thought Mario and Rabbids was a great little series. When it first was initially announced, I was like, holy crap, they're actually making this spin-off tactical RPG game with the Rabbids and with the Mario universe combined in it. So maybe they've won over the trust of Nintendo at this time, and then also Starlink had Star Fox in it. So who knows? Maybe we can get a Zelda spinoff. They've already worked on a game, like I said, Immortals Phoenix Rising, which is similar to the Legend of Zelda games. So it's not out of the realm of possibility, especially with this new Prince of Persia, that they can make something similar to that is like Adventure of Link. I think it's possible. I don't think it's a far-fetched idea, but I definitely would like to see how Ubisoft, I always say Ubisoft would tackle this project because it's Zelda, and I don't know. I know people have a love-hate relationship with Ubisoft, especially now because of the whole gamers need to get comfortable with not owning their game statement from one of their executives. But I feel that with, this recent success of Prince of Persia, I feel that if the same development team that made that makes a 2D Zelda game that's like Adventure of Link, I feel they could make something potentially pretty fucking cool, in my opinion. Now, Adventure of Link is not my most favorite Zelda game out there. It's definitely not in the top 10, but it does have a nostalgia factor for a lot of people, and it is a part of the Zelda timeline that has a lot of lore behind it. A lot of elements from Adventure of Link found their way to other Zelda games. So I feel they expand upon the lore of Adventure of Link, and they put it in a real good setting that was like Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. They can make something really cool, especially if they have good combat like Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown had. They had a lot of combat combos in there and abilities that you gained and stuff. It had like a Metroidvania type of feel to it. I think maybe if you make a new Adventure of Link spinoff, maybe have this Metroidvania type of feel to it where you're in a big castle or map and you have to go and backtrack and find new secrets and get, new items like a hook shot and some kind of like thing that turns into a fairy to go through doors and walls and stuff. I feel there's a lot that they could do if they make something similar to what The Lost Crown was, because that game, if you have not played it yet, guys, is extremely solid. It was really well done. Honestly, super impressed with it. So I would 110% welcome that development team making a new Zelda game in that style. Add some twist, make it a little bit more modern, have a good story behind it, and improve on the lore. I don't know what they would do with that, because I think at the end of that game, you rescue Princess Zelda, of course. You kiss beneath the curtain. And I don't remember exactly how long between Zelda 2 and the next Zelda game is in the timeline, but it would be interesting to see what happens to that Link after Zelda 2, like right away, if they make it like a direct sequel or something like that. So maybe there's something there. Would this CEO or whoever it is, this executive from Ubisoft who was the head of that development studio, would he have said that in the AMA like out of nowhere? Maybe he said that for a reason, or to get a feeler out there, or to at least maybe get the attention of Nintendo. Either way, I think Ubisoft should definitely work on something like that. So we'll see. We will see. What do you guys think about that? You want to see that? You want to see Ubisoft make an Adventure of Link spinoff? Something that you could sink the teeth into that has like a Metroidvania, Dead Cells type of vibe in a Zelda universe? I think that could be probably pretty fucking cool if you ask me. It's something different. I like that they like to refresh the series once in a while. So maybe that's what they need. I think that would be kind of cool. Would hold us over. I know we just got Tears of the Kingdom, so we're not going to get a big banger Zelda game anytime fucking soon within the next 3 or 4 years, but we can get some spin-off games, we can get some remakes, we can get some remasters. I want Wind Waker and Twilight Princess to come out. I want them to port those over. I want a Ocarina of Time remake. I just can't get enough of Zelda, right? So Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown had some really good review scores, like 9s, again, like I said, so I trust them 110% making a Zelda spinoff. Far Cry Hyrule, that'd be great. When the hell is Twisted Metal going to make a comeback? I bet they will, since the TV show is going on. Bloodborne. I mean, I tried to play Bloodborne before, and I just fucking... I couldn't get past this big door. What's up, Maxim? You want to see Ubisoft make a good game? Well, I mean, it got good scores. What's up, Michael? Michael Bertin. How you doing? We're 2 likes away from 50, ladies and gentlemen. Smash stinking likes. I appreciate you guys being here. So far this year, there are 2 games that you're excited about. Nice. Which ones? I'm actually down for the Princess Peach game, guys. That Princess Peach game is going to be fucking amazing. I personally think the Princess Peach game is going to be a lot of fun. I'm super ready for it. Which the next topic I'm going to talk about actually kind of involves something about the Princess Peach game. How's everybody doing tonight? Cheers. It's water. That Mario and Donkey Kong game coming out in February looks pretty fucking good too. Zelda rules. Yeah, I completely agree. It's my favorite franchise. Favorite. Mi favorito. I don't know how to speak Spanish. Spanglish. Pure Hell Divers. Huh. You want to get Suicide? Suicide Squad looks pretty good. Any movie I'm excited for in 2024? Deadpool. Rebirth is going to be great. Am I ready to get comfortable with the idea of not owning your games yet? No, but what can we fucking do about it? I made a video talking about that the other day, actually. I don't know if you guys have saw it. Make sure you check it out on the channel. I'll link it real quick. If you guys haven't seen today's video either, well, yeah, today's video, I was talking about the Star Fox rumor that is coming out. I'm going to post it in the chat. Make sure you guys open that in a different tab, and you guys go and check it out later. You open it in a tab and watch it after tonight's stream. And then here's the Ubisoft video as well. If you guys want to watch that, that was my thoughts on the Ubisoft director of subscriptions making that comment. Feel free to go and watch, like, comment, share, pass it on. What's up, Metal Mitch? You're wondering if you should rather buy the deluxe version for $100, just like you did with the first one. I mean, was it worth to buy the $100 version? Eric won't own his own twerks, please. That's funny. Thank you, Michael, for watching the Star Fox video. Appreciate that. He-Man on Netflix on Thursday. Wasn't the new He-Man on Netflix like crappy? I know a lot of people like were complaining about it. I'm gonna get just the standard version of Rebirth. I'm pretty fucking stoked to play it though. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty fucking stoked. Good night, Rufus. Have a good night, man. So I got one more topic I want to talk about, and this is a Nintendo Direct leak. All right, a leak. We'll talk about this in a minute. There's a few things that they talked about, and I want to give my thoughts on what I want to see out of the Nintendo Direct. Should we be getting one here soon, shortly? He-Man as a game would be cool if done right. I know they had one not too long ago. Give me a second. Is that better? No, that's too low. That's all right. I was trying to, it was like my head was like fucking this low. I'm trying to be on camera a little bit better. All right, so just get a breather. I was talking a lot. I want to read the chat and just kind of veg out with you guys. She had roast chicken with potatoes and corn. Nice. See you later, Southeast Game Exchange. You have a good night, man. Talk to you soon, actually. Extremely Angry German. Big He-Man fan, but the Kevin Smith version is visually good, but in terms of story, garbage in your opinion. Ready for sleep. Yeah, I hear y'all on that. I got one more thing I'm going to talk about, and then we'll call it a night. Let me just adjust this real quick. All right, that's better. Got one more thing I wanted to discuss tonight. All right, so there's been a Nintendo Direct leak, and these aren't our Nintendo Direct leaks our favorite. Don't we like seeing all these where weeks and weeks and days people are like, a Nintendo Direct's coming, a Nintendo Direct's coming, this is going to be on the Nintendo Direct, and then we see like this huge list of like all these crazy fucking things. It's always like Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, Metroid Prime, Mario RPG, this and that. We see like all these fucking wishes and stuff like that, and it's been like that. Every time there's rumblings of a Nintendo Direct, all of us Nintendo fans get all fucking hot and bothered, and we're like, oh, we can't wait, it's gonna be amazing, and then we don't hear anything. Nintendo's been kind of quiet. Well, supposedly they're making one in February. I heard February 10th. Nothing's been confirmed. We just got to wait and see. But there's been a user on 4chan that posted some leaks for an upcoming Nintendo Direct. But the reason why this is capturing the attention of people is that this particular user actually was correct about leaked info from the Princess Peach trailer that came out today. So I don't know if you guys are aware, but there was a Princess Peach game trailer that just dropped. this user from 4chan correctly leaked information from the trailer. So now it's leading a little bit of credibility to this individual. I think it was like a ninja outfit and like something else that was in the Princess Peach trailer. Some of her outfits, 2 of them that weren't previously shown that were in today's trailer. So they were correct. So now I wanted to talk about what this individual has been predicting or saying is leaked for an upcoming Nintendo Direct. Now keep in mind, all of this is a rumor. Take it with a grain of salt. Nothing's been confirmed. We don't even know if a fucking Nintendo Direct is coming. I feel they definitely need one, though. Especially with games like Princess Peach, Mario and Donkey Kong, and other games, Thousand Year Door, stuff that's been announced already. But we also need to know if there's any big bangers coming out. And not every Direct could be a huge E3-style presentation, but there's some interesting stuff here that I feel could definitely tide us over if it's true. So right off the bat, and remember, this is a guy who got something correct today, so maybe some of this might be true, maybe not of. But right off the bat, they are saying that a Fire Emblem 4 remake will be releasing in May. It seems like there's a Fire Emblem something coming every year now. I personally don't know how true this might be. A remake could be easily made, though, if it's like a older Fire Emblem game. It's something that they could toss out. Fire Emblem's becoming a popular franchise. I don't know. I'm not particularly into it, but I could see this one actually happening. May's not too far away. It's, a few months from now? That's not out of the realm of possibility, though. I don't think this would be so intense for them to make. It seems like Fire Emblem games are actually coming out quite often. So, who knows? That one doesn't seem too far-fetched because we see Fire Emblem something all the time now. Now, this next one is something that I really hope comes out, and that's the fact that they're predicting that Donkey Kong Country will be getting a new game for its 30th anniversary. So, it's the 30th anniversary of Donkey Kong Country, and I swear to God, Donkey Kong anything is one of the things that I hear the most out of all you guys watching my live streams and my comments. A lot of you guys are like, there should be a new Donkey Kong game. They need to make a new Donkey Kong 64. They need to bring Donkey Kong 64 to Switch. They need to make a Donkey Kong Country Returns game. They need to remake this. They need to do that. They need to do something with Donkey Kong. I mean, having this Mario and Donkey Kong game coming out in February kind of feels a little need, but a 30th anniversary, I feel they're definitely going to do something special with Donkey Kong, and supposedly they're going to be doing a new Donkey Kong Country game for the 30th anniversary. I'm all for that. Even if they redid the graphics like they did with Super Mario RPG, if we get a Donkey Kong Country remaster, I'm for that. Maybe throw in some new levels or something. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility, especially for an anniversary year. I feel that they're going to do things big for that. Now, the next game, speaking of remasters, we were touching in on Metroid the other day. Metroid Prime 2. Supposedly, they're going to release a remaster, and I've been seeing people talking about this all day. I've seen people saying it seems like Nintendo, instead of making Metroid Prime 4, they're just going to remaster all the Metroid Prime games in the meantime as a joke. And this one, I think, is likely going to happen, especially because we got Metroid Prime Remastered 1 already. Metroid Prime Remastered 2 would definitely satisfy the Metroid fans out there, especially people that didn't get to play the OG or don't have access to it. I like to have all my games on one console, so it's convenient to have like these ports and remasters and stuff coming. Now, there was rumors that there was going to be a shadow drop of Metroid Prime 2 Remaster. I don't think that's going to happen, and neither does this leaker. Nintendo could definitely lay a bombshell, though, if it comes out. A shadow drop is always nice. Now, the next one, we're talking about there's a lot of remakes on this leak, which is when we're starting to get in this territory. I don't know. When we start to see remake and remaster of a lot of stuff, it gets confusing because it seems like Nintendo would rather port stuff or remaster stuff. We don't ever see stuff from the ground up usually, which is why I think Super Mario RPG was a nice touch, and I think Link's Awakening was a real nice touch. But speaking of Link, supposedly, I saw this floating around, we're going to be getting the Zelda Oracle games remade. a remake of them Grezzo style, which I think that's like a way of saying like a certain design element where it's like cute. I don't know. I looked it up earlier. I was like, what the fuck is Grezzo? So I think looking into it, when you see Grezzo, and I'm going to search that real quick because I didn't have that up to clarify what Grezzo remake makes. I think Grezzo is, it's a company. I'm so fucking stupid. I'm so dumb. So Grezzo is a company that has basically worked on Mana series of games by Square Enix. They've done like remakes of different companies. They're a studio that they're not technically owned by Nintendo, but they're primarily associated with them. So supposedly they're going to be working on a remake of the Zelda Oracle games. Again, I'm always for having revisions and stuff of games. I loved it when they did Link's Awakening, so I would welcome the Oracle games. I personally never played those because I didn't have a Game Boy Color at the time when they originally first came out. That came around the whole Ocarina of Time age. So I'm down for that. Now, Famicom Detective Club is supposedly going to be returning as Nintendo Detective Club, which is focusing on 5 high school girls solving crime. So it's like a visual novel type of thing. I'm not into the series, but I know that there's a little bit of a following out there, and they've ported over some of those Famicom Detective Clubs, I believe, over to the Switch and stuff. So I don't know. I think reading stuff like this, and I know there's a lot of people who don't like when people make videos about leaks and rumors and stuff. To me, it gets me excited. The more that we see stuff, the more I think the possibility that, some of it, for the most part, might be true. So take it again with a grain of salt, but it's always fun to at least entertain it and talk about it and have like a hangout and chat. Again, like I said, the Fire Emblem remake, I think, is really believable. I think that one's the most likely because it always seems like we get Fire Emblem like all the fucking time. And then also, I feel that this next Nintendo Direct, whether it's in February or not, is going to focus more on stuff that we've already had announced. Like I said, like the 1000-Year Door port that's coming over, or remaster, whatever you want to call it. That one I'm looking forward to seeing more of. That's my favorite GameCube game. Luigi's Mansion is being ported over. I want Luigi's Mansion 2. Yeah, Luigi's Mansion 2. We also have other games that were announced. I think there's going to be a big focus on the Peach game, the Mario and Donkey Kong. But I think out of that lineup of leaks, the Fire Emblem one is more accurate to happen. I also think maybe the Oracle one. I've seen the Oracle one a little bit. The Metroid Prime one, I think we're still going to have to wait a little bit on. But these sound at least fairly reasonable, right? So let me know your thoughts on that. What do you want to see out of a new Nintendo Direct? When do you think the Nintendo Direct is going to happen? Let me know your thoughts down below. It is starting to pour outside. Holy fucking smokes. What's up, Basho? Samuel says more sequels. Carbonite says Lizzo remake. Emmanuel says, I want Shaq Fu 2 Return the Dirt. There was a Shaq Fu 2. DK Racing, let's go. That'd be great. You like the SNES version. Chemtrails. Just finished watching the New York Game Awards. Tender Rex have been a letdown. Princess Peach. I'm interested in Princess Peach. What's up, Mirkus? You want the deluxe version of WWE? There's something in the air tonight. I can feel it calling in the air tonight. Smash the like, guys, if you haven't. Can we get to 60 likes? Also, real quick, if the stream somehow suddenly cuts off, that's because the lightning and thunder outside made my power go out. So, just a warning in advance. If my power goes out, it's because of the stream. Because of the rain outside. So, my stream might end up getting cut. Just lost to the Lions, 12-1. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, this was a fun. Who likes these chill out streams where I'm talking? I have topics. I have a docket. You guys are interacting and talking. Seems like it's getting a pretty good interactive engagement. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I've been doing these, sitting here and chatting and stuff. My throat hurts from the talking, but it's awesome. Seems like more people tune into these as opposed to me playing a game. So definitely appreciate you guys hanging out and hitting the like and sharing the streams and all that. It is a rainy night over here indeed. Nice little rainy, heavy rain night. I hear a siren outside. Do you guys hear that? I hear a lot of thunder too. Bill Bone says he likes the game. I know you like the gaming. Seems like more people tune in for non-gaming though, so you gotta kind of, you know what I mean? No, go ahead, like these streams. Thank you. I appreciate all you guys. Shout outs to all y'all touching tips with me. Tuesdays, Thursdays for sure. 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Central. I didn't have training tonight, so that's why I started a little early. Usually I would have gotten home at 10 p.m. and I would have started at 10. So I was able to start at 9 or after 9 today right away. So I think I started like at 9:30ish, 9:20ish. So I was able to start earlier. I was going to start at 10, but I was here earlier. So tomorrow night, I don't know if I'm going to stream. If I do, it'll be at 10 Central. And then Thursday, 10 Central. So Tuesday, Thursdays for sure, guys. In my stream schedule. Tuesday, Thursdays for sure. But subscribe with notifications. Follow me on socials. Follow me on Discord. Discord alerts as well. If you're in the Discord, you'll get alerts when I'm live. There's other ways you could find out that I'm live too. But for sure, Tuesdays and Thursdays nights, 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Central Time, I would be live. Tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going to be, though. And I've been kind of taking the weekends off unless I'm kind of feeling the vibe and doing like a gaming stream. But I do appreciate most of you guys coming in here and chilling with me a lot. Do I know it only thunders when it rains? Not always. Have I watched the new Iron Claw? I have not seen Iron Claw yet. I'm planning on it. I might go see it this weekend. I might. Battletoad sequel. There was Battletoads on the Xbox that came out a couple years ago. Carbonite says chill out streams are fun. You're here for a reason. You're an hour behind. You have to make sure you hit the live button on the bottom left. When am I going to play GTA 5? I don't know. Not on stream. It's fun streams. Yes, it's fun streams. Hang on a second. I definitely appreciate you guys. This was a good time. I talked like a motherfucker. And what I'm going to do with a lot of these clips, like these topics and stuff, is I'm going to trim them out, edit some footage on top of them, and release them as like separate clips for people that don't have time to sit and watch the whole entire live stream. Some people like to see clips from the streams and stuff. So I've been doing that a little bit in addition to my daily videos. Make sure you guys are going to the channel daily to go check the content out. It means a lot if you guys smash the like and comment and share the videos and stuff. Even if each one of y'all share, it helps little by little. And I know it's cheesy and weird to hear YouTubers saying smash the like and all that, but I fucking, trust me, I hate saying it. I'm trying not to say it, but definitely it takes a village, right? And I appreciate each and every single one of y'all for the support. Especially shout out all the channel members. We have a lot of channel members in the chat. But yeah, I'm trying my hardest this year. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I am fucking grinding. Battletoads and Double Dragon, anyone? Did I ever get a copy of the game? I guess you didn't pay attention to the episodes of Game Chasers because, yes, I did get one on one of the Canadian episodes for Con Bravo. I got that in Mighty Final Fight, both for $100 total. When am I going to play Mario and World on Switch? I don't know, Ryan. Don't know when I'm going to play. You're asking me when I'm going to play certain games. I don't know. Usually when I play a game, I just pop it in. The next game I probably will be playing off stream or on stream. Not on stream, but like off stream is going to be Fortnite because they just released Solid Snake on it. So I need to get Solid Snake. I need to unlock Solid Snake on it. They just updated it. But yeah, Knucklehead, I guess you didn't pay attention because I got Battletoads Double Dragon like a few episodes after that episode when we did the Con Bravo episodes. Back like in 2013. Nice little rain outside. It's relaxing, you know, and you can just hear it dripping off your like your roof and going into like the vent, like the storm drain. It's so relaxing. Am I still collecting completion or just games you want to play? So I've never had a full intent to get completion on any console. I just get games that I can afford that I don't have. The NES one's the biggest one. I have like 600 and hang on, I could give you an exact number. I think I have like 630 something NES games. Like 630, 39-ish or something like that. NES games. And that's not including like ROM hacks and shit like this. That's like official. I have a few that I just bought recently that I didn't have that were affordable. Like this one was only 15. I didn't have it. Pyramids. But then I have like shit like this. I get like all these like homebrews. I have like a prototype homebrew. This one I actually have two of the same game. This was the prototype sent to me. This was the finished product. Garbage Pail Kids. So I don't count these in the NES collection. I have a few of them. YouTube wrestling. I have like a lot of random shit like this, but I have like 639 official NES games, which is pretty good. It's like almost 70% of the collection, but there's no way I can complete the NES library at all at this point. There's games that are like thousands of dollars. I'm not willing to shell out thousands for a Samson, thousands for a stadium events, thousands for like a world championships, thousands for a Panic Restaurant. You know, I'm not willing to deal out thousands for certain video games. I'll do hundreds, but not thousands. So, at this point, some games I'm fine with not having. And then I do collect a lot of stuff. Just I don't actively hunt, if that makes sense. If I see something I don't have, I'll check it out. I'll get it if it's something I'm willing to pay. If that makes sense. Does that make sense to you guys? $55 likes. We're 5 likes away from 60. Can we hit 60? 60 likes? Can we do that tonight? That would be awesome. That's more likes than last night. What's your favorite Metal Gear Solid game? I'm gonna be honest. I never really played Metal Gear Solid games all the way. I have not played Metal Gear games all the way. So when the new remaster or collection comes out, I might consider getting that. Flintstones is a lot of money. Emmanuel, I do not like to give any personal life information about myself because I have fucking weirdos out there that don't know boundaries. No apologies. Don't say forgive me. I don't like to talk personal like life too in depth, like, jobs, stuff like that. There's some people that just don't have boundaries. Danny Phantom, what is up? By the way, guys, Botrix just posted the link to my Discord. If you guys want to join that, I'm gonna make a habit to be popping in there a little bit more often after live streams for like a few minutes at a time. And I really want to get a community going where you guys are in there constantly hanging out and chilling. You know what I mean? I want to get the Discord popping. It used to be popping, but I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of died the last the last couple of years because I've been neglecting it and not too many people have been in there. But I really would like for you guys to start coming aboard in there. You can also get alerted when I upload in there. There's a section where you can see my updates. There's a section where you can see my social media post. You can see when I go live and post about it. So there's a lot of areas in there if you guys are wanting to find an area where you don't miss out on anything. If you're into like chatting, there's an area for like different categories like sports, food, movies, music, all sorts of stuff in there. I would like everybody to start getting in there a little bit and kind of hang out. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna casually start popping in there during the day, after live streams, things of that nature, just to start. How could somebody be a mod? I only have my close personal in real life friends as mods on there, but eventually, maybe through time, I would consider start getting people in there. But mods for most of my stuff are people that I've known for like personally for like years. Just kind of like I don't know. Good question though. Good question though. So how's everybody's evening? We need 3 more likes. 3 more likes, we get 60. 3 more likes, we get 60 likes, guys. I appreciate that. And you guys have been awesome and talkative and chatty and hanging out. When am I do another food review videos? I don't know. I don't really plan those out. Food review videos are kind of like out of the back burner, guys, because I'm trying to be healthier. We'll see. Not so much healthier. I just don't want to be a fat fuck eating on camera all the time. You know what I mean? Deadlifts. Fuck deadlifts. Chinese food. I haven't gotten Chinese in a minute. Battled your boss today. Worked on your book. Commerce site. And Discord's out of these later days. Either way, guys, Discord's there. I'd appreciate it if you guys came in once in a while. I'm going to try to have like a little bit more interactiveness in there. If you're a channel member, we'll have there's a section in there for channel members that you have access to that's super secret and private. And channel members, we have like a voice chat section in there for channel members. Hashtag no boss. I don't care. Do you know that song that goes, I love it? I don't care. Hashtag no boss. You love egg rolls? Egg rolls are all right. It just depends on the restaurant and where they're from. For me, some Chinese restaurants are pretty good. Not all Chinese restaurants are created equal, though. I'll say that. Not all Chinese restaurants are created equal. I don't care. I love it. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. So yeah, I think I'm gonna wind things down, guys. If you didn't see today's video, please go check it the fuck out. I worked hard on it. You've been cleaning and sorting email. Oh, dude, it irks me to have a lot of emails. I have to always clear mine out like every week. I'll go at the end of the week and I'll clear every fucking thing that I don't need, or I'll sort it into folders or categories and stuff like that. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen today's video about Star Fox, please go check that out. That video bombed hard. Had that video bombed anymore, it would be an ISIS. 110 fucking percent. Go check that video out. Leave a like on it and comment. See you later, Knucklehead. Have a good night, man. What's up, RGT85? How you going, man? How you doing? Good to see you here. I appreciate the support, man. Make sure you leave a like. We're almost at 60 likes. Appreciate it. Botrix just posted the dono link too, by the way. 40 years of Hulkamania, by the way, guys. What do y'all think? 40 years of Hulkamania. And you never know. He might just have one more in him. 110% Hogan's going in the Rumble this year. 110%. It's the 40th anniversary of fucking Hulkamania. He's got to go in it. Back scratcher break. I didn't have one the whole stream. There we go. That's the good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Do I like fried wontons? I do not. So as far as Chinese goes, I get chicken fried rice because I can't have shrimp. I'm allergic to shrimp. And I get sweet and sour chicken or lemon chicken or bourbon chicken or mushroom chicken or orange chicken. That's it. And then once in a while, maybe like an egg roll. So ideally, I would get chicken fried rice, sweet and sour chicken, and bourbon chicken. And that's usually it. Talking about food is making me fucking hungry. I'm trying not to be a fat fuck anymore. I've slimmed down a little bit since the year started. Slimmed down. I loosened up a little bit the last couple days. I didn't keep track of my calories, but I've been doing my best calorie intake and working out. So, just trying to do that. Review Tech. Not Review Tech. RGT. I almost said Review Tech 85. RGT 85 says true. You're not wrong. Find the fucking lie. So, yeah, guys, I think I'm going to call it a night here. I appreciate all y'all hanging out with me. Thank you so much. We got one more like till we hit 60. Who wants to be 60th? Who wants to be the 60th like? Hit that like on the way out. And if I don't stream tomorrow, I'll see y'all. Picked up physical 4K movies. I have not picked up any 4K movies, but I do have Blu-rays and DVDs and stuff of that nature. So, yes. What was I saying before this? Appreciate everybody that hung out. Knucklehead, thank you for that super chat earlier. Channel members, thank you as always for your continued support. Check out the video from today if you guys haven't seen it yet. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. If I'm not on tomorrow night, I'll be on Thursday night at 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Central-ish, somewhere there. Okay? I definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all have a groovy